The following tutorial will provide you instructions on how to access the Presbytery G Suite account and access the Ministerial Committee drive files that are going to hold all of our folders and files for our applicants, for our candidates, for our teaching elders and retired teaching elders in the Presbytery. You will have received, as a member of the Ministerial Committee, your own G Suite login credentials via the Presbytery. You'll receive that when you come onto the committee. If you haven't yet received that login information for your own personal G Suite Presbytery account, please contact the Ministerial Committee Chair and he will help you with that process. So once you've received those login credentials, then you'll have your own G Suite account. And as you can see, I've got my own G Suite account with the Presbytery with my first and last name at fcpresbytery.org. Once I log in to my G Suite account, I've got access to all the documents that the Ministerial Committee team uses to manage our responsibilities. Now that I'm logged into the G Suite account, I can access those different applications and I can access the file folders that we use as the Ministerial Committee. Let me show you how to do that. Right to the left of my the icon that shows the first initial of my name and my login account information are these 9 little dots: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And when I click on that box, you're going to see several different applications that I have access to. If you were to scroll down, there would be even more. Now, these applications, you can click and hold and move them around or even move them up into this other section here to set this window up with the applications that you want visible. And so you can see the way that I've set mine up. I've set it up this way with the different applications that I use most at the top of this box. And you can see the different applications that we have access to with our G Suite account. We've got Gmail, Google Drive, which is basically the cloud storage that stores all of our folders and files for the Presbytery and for the Ministerial Committee. We've got Google Docs, which is a word processor, much like Microsoft Word. We've got Google Forms, which is a questionnaire type of a program that allows us to ask questions of candidates and get their answers back. We've got Google Sheets, which is like an Excel spreadsheet, which allows us to bring in information and manage information from candidates, and several other different applications that are available to us. How would you open up and utilize any of these applications? You would simply click on that button and it would open up that application and you could begin working with it. That's how you would access your Gmail. It's how you would access Docs or Sheets. But in our example today, we're going to be talking about how we're going to access the Ministerial Committee's Drive folder. And so you can see that my cursor is hovering over Drive. And if I click on that, then it's going to immediately go to the Google Drive associated with my G Suite account. Now, the default window that opens up is my own drive, my drive. You can see it highlighted here. And with every Presbytery Drive account, each person who has a G Suite, Presbytery G Suite account, each person who has a G Suite account gets 30 gigabytes of storage as a part of their drive, their personal drive. So you can see my personal storage here on my drive, some of which are Presbytery documents, others which are church documents and the like. But to access the Ministerial Committee's shared drive, their team drive, what you're going to do is right below my drive, you're going to see this tab that says Team Drives. You will click it, and immediately to the right, you'll see two different drives show up. And there may be more committees using these drive platforms in the future, so there might be more at a future date. But right now, we've just got two. We've got the FC Presbytery Team Drive, and we've got the Ministerial Committee Drive. To access the Ministerial Committee Drive, I'm going to click on that, double click it, and it will open up the Ministerial Committee Team Drive platform. It's got all the folders and all the files that we use as we work on the different tasks that we have as a ministerial committee. So you'll see we've got a file folder that's got all of our teaching elders folders in it, our agendas, a copy of the Book of Order, our archives, our documents, folders that include all the file folders for our retired teaching elders, for applicants who are moving through the examination process, and the like. Now, to open up one of these files, say we wanted to look at one of the MC applicants who's been called into the presbytery, who we're beginning to work with through the examination process, we would just scroll down to find the MC applicants file folder. We would double click it and open it up, and you would see all the different folders associated with the different applicants that we're currently in the process of examining. To look at the documents inside of an individual applicant's folder, we would simply select that applicant, double click their folder, and you would immediately see all the documents associated with that particular applicant. So for instance, Mark Farrell's personal information form is located here in his file folder. If we double click it, it immediately opens it up and shows us the personal information form for Mark Farrell. And we can review that and read that and evaluate that right on the spot. Now, to go back to the Google Drive tab, we're simply going to use this back arrow here, and it's going to take us right back into Mark Farrell's folder. To go back to the applicants folder, we click on this little tab there. We can see again all the applicants folder. To go back to the ministerial committee folder, we can just click on that and go all the way back to the ministerial committee folder. So that's the way that you access the Ministerial Committee Team Drive account on the Google G Suite platform for the Presbytery, and open and review items and files for different candidates or for different aspects of our Ministerial Committee teamwork. Hopefully this tutorial video helped explain how we use our Drive as a Ministerial Committee. If you have any questions, feel free to give the Ministerial Committee chair a call, and they'll help answer any questions that you may have that the video hasn't been able to answer for you. All right, that concludes our video tutorial for how to use the G Suite Ministerial Committee applications and Drive folder.